everyone, this is Azrin for the Let's Play Old School Style thread on Something Awful. Today I'm going to be bringing you a game that's very near and dear to my heart. Let's watch intro. This is a puzzle game from my childhood on the NES. And let's play Adventures of Lolo. Short version is Princess Lala has been kidnapped by the Great Devil, and her boyfriend or friend or whatever, Prince Lolo, has to go and save her. Simple enough. Let's get started. Okay, here we see the general play of the game. The end goal of every floor is to collect all of the little heart icons and get the chest. Now, you see we've got a special ability in the upper right. We can shoot these little orbs of energy, say at this cute little slug guy, and we'll turn them into an egg, as follows. And then we'll just leave him be, and he can hatch himself back out. And look, he's happy for us. Okay, these guys are not harmless. That little slug guy is pretty much harmless. They're completely stationary for now, they're sleeping, but once we get all the hearts, they will wake up. And that's when things get a little hairy, but it's still the second level, so it's not like there's an actual problem. Yeah, as long as you're in their line of view, they will continue to shoot fireballs at you at a less than pleasant pace, so let's just zip under this one. We could turn him into an egg, but screw it. Okay, now in this room we have another little slug friend and a new enemy, this little gremlin guy. Let's start by doing this, shooting our little slug friend twice. And he'll be back in just a little bit. Now this gremlin guy does that. He rocks up to you and touches you and falls asleep. And he'll stay asleep and never wake up. The idea is that he can trap you, and if you get trapped by monsters or puzzles or whatever, then you can press the select button to commit suicide and start over. Well, that's the end of that level. We're starting to get to more unpleasant enemies. These skull guys, once again, they're still asleep. Won't wake up until we pick up the last heart. Once they're active, they start moving around all over the place and will actually kill you. So let's trap these guys in here. Now, we can't really trap this last one, and so we'll have to deal with him a bit differently. See, we've got energy shots again, so we'll open the way, get rid of him, and very quickly just run around, go get the gem out of the chest. And we're done with the room. These guys, once again, don't hurt you, but they'll try to box you in. You can touch them all you want, they won't cause any damage. They'll just kind of push you around and stuff. They're a little bit more dangerous than the sleeping guys a lot of the time, because you can trick the sleeping guys and they'll stop moving around. But at least so far, it's just a simple matter of paying attention to how they move and moving around them so that you don't have to deal with their shit. And now we're in the clear. That's the end of the first floor. We'll go ahead and hit the second floor before we quit for the day. Okay, this little armadillo guy is kind of a pain. He follows you around and tries to run into you and kill you. You can trap him with those movable blocks, but I really don't care to. It's just too tricky. It's easier to just kind of zip around and get rid of them that way. These things, these little statue heads, these are horrible. They are evil and vicious, and terrified me as a child. I'll show you why. They paralyze you and shoot you, and you're dead. No way past them like with the fireballs. You just have to block them. And they just terrified me as a child, and they're still kind of creepy. So let's go ahead and block. We'll go ahead and block them there, and great. Now I screwed up. Now I can't get down to that bottom one, and of course can't go over. So suicide. Let's try this again, hopefully with a little bit more success. As you can see, these can shoot through trees. They're just movement obstacles, nothing else. It occurs to me I could have just pushed these more centered ones up on either side of the heart and would have done just fine, but screw that, that's not how I roll. They still make that horrible face when you walk past them, though. Ugh, I hate it. Yuck. And fucking things are gone. Good. Let's get out of here. This guy's a bit like the Medusa head things, except he's mobile. Moves back and forth, and he'll paralyze you and shoot you with a dagger if he sees you. Easy enough pattern. Just block him in. We're still getting used to the game, so it's not a hard pattern at all. Just, don't go over the top like an idiot, and you'll be fine. It occurs to me I could have just pushed that left block in and gone straight down instead, but once again, that's not how I roll. Fuck that. Okay, here we've got one of the moving guys, and our little friend the slug is back. Yay! So, you'll notice we have a little hammer in the lower right. That indicates that one of these hearts will contain a power-up for us. And you'll know when you're going to be getting a power-up because you've picked up a heart and the others will all start flashing. Next one you pick up, you'll get your power-up. Like so. So now we can break one brick, one of these boulders here. Let's go ahead and get this one on the left. And now we got our power shots, so we can move our little guy out of the way and move around here. And we're good. Okay, this is the last level of the floor, and it's a bit of a doozy. Got the little armadillo guy and our slug friend here. There's another armadillo trapped by a skull, and we'll just stick this guy in an egg. Enemies can't go over grass. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and block this skull with an egg. Now we got an arrow power-up, which lets us turn this floor plate here so we can go across it. And, well, let's see if we can do this. We want to move the blocks around so we can get that, and ideally block off one or both of those skulls. And I think I might have messed up here. Well, now I've definitely messed up. I realize now what I should have done. I should have moved the first block all the way to the left, but whatever. We could probably make this work. We'll move down and get our last heart. And make a break for it. And they're gone. Alright. It's the end of the second floor, and thanks for joining me. Hopefully you'll join me next time for Floor 3 of Lolo.